Day going, getting our week going. So we're live. You better behave. So we got pure insanity. You've been pushing this ahead pretty good. So we have decisions to make, things to do, people to see, places to go. So we're kind of down to. So we were just talking about headlights. Did you get that? What's the headlights here? So we need to drill a hole, we need to come down, we need to figure out what we're gonna do for a loom coming down. We probably wanna go, I'm thinking down and into the side. If we come down and try to go underneath, that's gonna be a big loop. You got your fuel pump on here. So we got the filter somewhere. Here's a filter. And we're gonna wanna put the filter right on the pump if we can. But we're back to, I need this to be into that to get rid of all of this. So I need a part that's kind of into that. So I'm carrying parts around.
You're wanting a union is what you're wanting.
A union.
Yep.
A union. We're going to unite them.
Yep.
So then this, we want to come out of here, but we don't want to clamp on that one. We want it to look like that. So I got to find something that's going to make that work. Got the drive shaft painted this weekend, and it was in before I got here this morning. Oh, we changed up. This is FYI. Oh, so Tim, if you're watching, if not, I'm going to call you quickly. So we can put the fuel regulator in the front side of the pump, which Tim suggested. And it's kind of a one-time adjustment. Once we get it down to probably need, 7 pounds, 6, 7 pounds?
Right around 5 or 4, actually. It's not
5
very
or
much.
4? Okay. With 2 carburetors?
Tim will know.
5. Well, we got to figure that
Yeah,
out.
it's his car.
But it's kind of a one-time adjustment. It's not something you jack with all the time. So it could be down there. Or we could put it on the side here. Maybe move.
Easy to get to.
Easy to get to, but then we got to build the bracket and everything else for it. And it's there. The motor's real clean the way it is. We got the gauge already on here. If we put it here, we can put the gauge onto here and maybe make a 90 coming down would make it easier. But Gibby, put the lights on over there.
Okay.
We'll do a live all the way around.
I got it.
So Gibby's been up at the
Trinity building.
Trinity Incognito,
Yes.
and you got my windshield ready to go.
Yes.
Okay, show us what you did here.
Let me get the lights on.
So we got brackets for. Did you bring the brackets?
Right here.
Oh, we need. So these we need one. We don't want the kind that work. We want non-functional because it's not going to be working.
Okay.
So I'll need to change that out.
Okay.
You got the slugs that go into here.
Yes.
Did you bring the posts up?
This is all I brought. Did you want the uprights too?
I wanted them on and connected
Oh,
to it.
well,
Yeah.
I got them on the body, and let me tell you, I don't want to take them on and off.
Well, you're gonna have a heck of a time getting these slugs on,
Well,
getting them onto that. Because when you turn this upside down and you drop this slug into there,
yes.
you've got to line up that hole.
Oh, I understand
with
that,
this
yeah.
hole. So it's much easier to do it while it's on its side doing back and forth.
I got an idea for that too, so I'll run that by you. Okay.
Okay.
But yes, it fits. It's on there. It's a good deal.
We'll run the idea by, but before I put that glass in and call it done, I would
I'm
much
gonna
rather have the
I want to
post.
take, because when we had to change out on the car that I went through top, front to back, that
Yeah.
left out of here, remember it had non-chrome ones on, it needed chrome ones, and we were like, oh boy, that's going to be a son of a gun to change because them slugs fell
Oh,
out of
that's
there.
right. You come up with a fix for that.
Yeah, I was going to take and
The T-post on the top of that one.
right, remember it had the
And
painted
it had the
and we
slug
were
in there that would have fell down.
right, and then I got a wire up in there to hold it as I changed the bolts out. I was thinking, can't we just put some silicone in there, a dab of silicone or something, or like weather strip adhesive,
Get it lined up.
get it lined up, that'll hold it. Then if you ever got to take it back apart, it'll never go nowhere.
You're way too smart.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if that's all smart or not, but
Okay, I can deal with that.
that was my kind of thought behind
If I'd
it.
have thought of that 20 years ago, then I'd have been doing it that way. But
Then I was
no,
thinking,
that would have made it too easy. Okay, good idea. So here, what we're working on is
this is what I'm working on?
well, so excommunicado. You guys knocked it out like Friday, and then you came in Saturday and knocked a bunch more.
Yes, a bunch of the little,
If you both go up there today, you're dinking around.
yes,
We got a couple more parts coming. I need to get the windshield done for one.
right.
Get that on, get some things. Mm-hmm. So we're moving to, you named this car, didn't you?
Yes, you know, you said, because what we call all the cars, we got the Colonel, we got the Midas Touch, we got Excommunicado, we got Phantom Pete. This car had no name.
The car
So,
with no name.
I thought about it, and this is such a beautiful bright red. And if you look at the tires on this thing,
Nice
them
and
tires
dusty.
are
We need
every,
to clean this off again.
Yes.
We've been working and keep it covered, but yeah, go ahead.
tires on this thing are 2 foot wide, easily. I mean, this car is going to wheel stand. I mean, so I was thinking I wanted something, a name that was kind of mean, tough, but yet had the red in it, because it's going to be a nice red. So I'd come up with Eradicator, and if you look definition Eradicator, it's a person or thing that can destroy all, you know what I'm saying? But
So it's
Eradicator,
The Eradicator.
Eradicator,
Eradicator.
Eradicator.
So Joe, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah,
It's the Eradicator.
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 I just think this thing is, I mean, look at this big block in it with this, I mean, TBI,
Okay.
look at the throat on it. I mean, this thing is just going to be,
Okay, get my windshield
Okay.
ready.
okay.
What I'll do is I'll follow you and Eddie's progress on this. We'll go see what Eddie's doing. I
Oh,
already
Eddie's
told
gonna
Eddie.
come help me? Oh, I
well, yeah.
love that.
Well, we got to put the air conditioner in here and a bunch of things. I already told him we're switching gears to this.
Okay.
Excommunicado gets a. I want more parts gathered up, and I want the windshield. When we go up there, we're going to knock it out.
Okay.
And you told me, what'd you tell me this morning? We had all the parts. What was going to happen?
If we had all the parts for Excommunicado, I do not see why me and Eddie couldn't go up there in 2 days and have that thing turnkey.
Okay.
I honestly,
The problem is, I do this all day long. Now I got this in my hand.
Right.
And so do we have, even if we have all the parts, do we have all the parts? But we're working on that. So that's why
Right.
we're not switching gears because we're going full speed.
Full speed.
All we're doing, we're taking a turn over to this one for a minute.
Right. So
And
you
then-
can go out and,
Yeah. I can do this. So we want to get all that cleaned up back there, kind of like you did with the Excommunicado.
yeah.
But get my windshield. I want that windshield so I can
I
be
will
done
have
with
this
that.
done here in a second.
Okay. Progress. It's getting taller.
Very taller.
Very taller. Okay, so, I was going to fill that. All right, so. Power glide, transmission. Got the low car shifter. Actually, you remade this on the side here, didn't you?
I took a
So this normally comes way out here like this and down and does. And you can actually bolt
e-brake.
the e-brake onto it. But when we do an e-brake, we do it different anyway. And bottom line is it's in the way. It's way too big. The way our floor is, we got everything tight under there. So you remade that. Looks
Yeah.
good. So the shifter itself is a whole big complicated. They give you this thing right here. And they're like, you got to go into the
Gotta
transmission.
crack the pan.
Track the pan, take it all apart, make this giant switch so that you can put it aiming up like this. Because you can see the original shifter on
Behind it.
the thing goes down and over, and it doesn't work with the shifter here. So you made this bracket. So instead of going into the transmission and doing all this, and you probably made this bracket just as quick as it would have took to do all this.
Quicker.
Quicker, probably, yeah. So can we, what is this? Did you make all this, or did you
Yeah, I
find
made
something?
all that. That's to keep
Can I take it off? Can you get it off
No,
quicker?
you can't take it off. I got it bolted on solid tight.
Okay, so this had a,
It had one bolt. That's
had
all
one-
you could have on this right here. And I put sides on the bracket that I made that hides the bracket behind it and actually grips it and holds it on so it doesn't slide off. There's actually no movement in it all whatsoever.
works fine.
Yeah.
So low car people, if you're watching, why don't you supply a bracket like this instead of a bracket like this? And all you got to do is bolt it on, And instead of taking your transmission all apart and putting this lever into the transmission. Just a suggestion. So what else we got going on here? We got
I should patent that maybe.
patent it for them. I don't. They don't do it now. So we got.
Did the remote oil fill, got it hooked up.
Okay, I like that. That's unique.
Yeah.
I've never seen one like that before. I definitely like that. So this motor, I think, has been run. He detuned it, I believe. Didn't he have it in
He
the drag
actually
motor?
detuned it. He took some out of it. It was in his drag car.
Okay.
And my understanding is doing around 800 horsepower right now.
Okay. So you got the remote oil in there.
He is actually going to change those lines to braided lines when he gets home.
I was informed of that when
Yes.
I said, well, why don't we just send you these lines and you send them? Well, he's got it handled. He's got a plan.
Yeah,
So,
got a plan.
got a plan, which is good. So we're not very far from putting the body on.
No, not very far.
We gotta make sure we know where the
Headlight.
headlight mounts go. That's the only thing we got going through the frame. So we got to get it coming out here because we want to run it in the frame so we don't see it for all the wires for the headlights. Transmission's going. We got the fuel going. I mean, we got to get it finished, but I don't need this in my hand. I need these parts. Where I better pick them up, or I'm going to be wondering what I did with them. Okay, so I need these in my hand, and I need this in my hand to find these parts. Transmission running, it's close. Get them tidied up. So he's sending the vacuum pump.
Okay.
I guess this is going to make no vacuum. I can't imagine. So we got power brakes. So he's sending the vacuum pump. Says it's going to be here Wednesday. And then we got strange axles with screw-in studs coming. It's 35 spline. So they're not here, but they're coming.
Well, he had, in his bag of tricks that he sent,
Oh my.
these were already here. So these may be the screw-in studs that he wants to use.
Uh-huh. I'm sure they are.
So, yeah, they were already here. Yeah.
All right, so you got plenty for the day, and then we got to cut the hole for the shifter in the body.
Yeah.
And then the body is not far from going on here.
Just get done what we need to do on the inside, and then we can set the body on top of it.
We'll need to make a call on the fuel regulator.
On the fuel regulator. I personally myself like the idea of making a bracket and mounting it right here.
And
So it's
I think we got room in the body. This one's recessed back. I'm leaning this way. It's easier, but it come down to Tim. Tim said put it there, so
That's
he's
what
going to
it
start. He's going to start the motor. We're not, right?
yeah, he's starting it. I told him I wasn't about to start it.
He's the guy laying on his back to adjust it if he needs to. So
Yeah,
I'm sure he can do that.
I think it's a 3-to-1 mix on the fuel, and if you pop that 861 off there, it's money. So
Well, we're not going to pop it off.
no,
Then. All right, so
we'll get it to the point where he can turn the key. And after that, it's all up to him.
all right, pure insanity. You're on this one. I got a bunch to do. I got the Mean Green machine floor ready to paint.
Ready to tough coat?
I didn't get it painted this weekend, but I got more primer done and sanded, so I'm going to do that today and get a windshield in and do some other stuff over there. I'm going to be in the body shop today and chasing.
Yep.
So, all right, let's see what Eddie's up to. Is it break time? He's out front. We're going to find out. Oh, yeah, he's getting some fresh air.